going on YouTube? It's your boy Phoenix 2 Free here, and today I'm coming at y'all with a World of Tanks video. The first featured World of Tanks video on this channel. So I hope y'all enjoy it. But to start off World of Tanks even being introduced to this channel, I have to make a video to say, is it worth your time, your effort, and plenty of your money? Because that's, as you see where this is going to go, this is where a big bulk of World of Tanks is. So, as you see on this, so far, it is a replay of a game that I actually had earlier today. It was a pretty good game. It is a tier 9 matchmaking, well, tier 10 actually, but only 3 tier 10, so really nothing to worry about, right? I am in my fully upgraded Batchat 25T. This is my favorite tank so far. I just got it a few days ago, and I am loving this tank significantly, right? And it wasn't like I started off loving this tank, because just like any tank in World of Tanks, you have to get to the stock grind. Now, if you don't know what the stock grind is, also watch this play by me, how I was able to get up this hill with only one shot taken. So not too bad. I forced this position. I wanted to take it to be able to get shots into the heavy tanks, and you'll see how this works out for me later, right? But anyways, what I was saying is that you have to get through the stock tank grinds. And so the stock tanks, if you don't know what that is basically the worst part about World of Tanks when you're playing it. Is when you just get a new tank and you're like, oh man, I spent all this time and effort trying to get this tank, and then you get it and it sucks. Straight up, all jokes aside, it's going to be bad. 9 times out of 10, your stock tank is going to be awful, horrible, you know. So what World of Tanks has is called free experience, you know. Free experience lets you speed up your process. So how can you get free experience? Well, ooh, look at this. He made a mistake, and now he goes back to the garage. There you go. I hope you like the home screen, buddy. Sayonara. But anyway, what I was saying is that these stock tanks, they're bad, but you can speed through it if you have free experience. And now you can get free experience from playing the game. If I'm not mistaken, what, 5% of all your experience earned is converted into free experience, and you can use it to bypass some XP, which is very helpful for a lot of tanks. Very helpful. So if say you're a free to play player, right? And now there's a lot of things that can go wrong with this. Just being a free-to-play player in general. If you're a free-to-play player, it's going to be hard to get free experience. It's going to be harder to get credits. It's harder to just function in this game if you're a free-to-play player. Now, is that to say that you can't play this game if you're a free-to-play player? No, I'm not saying that. But I will say there's probably more enjoyable games out there. Ooh, look at that. Perfect track. Oh, he thought he was going to get away. Sorry. Nope. And that takes care of their top tier heavy tank. Goodbye, buddy. And perfect. Okay. But anyways, now me personally, am I a free to play player? No. Yes and no. I can't be, because I've already spent some money on this game. Not much. Definitely not a lot of money. But enough to where I at least have 2 premium tier 8 tanks. Right? Now, this is nerve-wracking. This is a nerve-wracking play. I'm on a reload, and the RU comes up here. He sets me on fire with this first shot, and I'm like, oh no, it's over. At this point, I'm like, oh, I just need a second. I'm spamming the button, spamming. Got him. Last second, I clutched it out, and I survived. 50 hit points left. And thank God for probably my brothers in arms, my vents, and all that stuff. See, good point right there. If I was a free-to-play player and say I was able to use crew books to get better progress within my tank, for my crew. And because of that, I had my brother in arms that's fully maxed out and everything. So it increased my reload speed just by that little bit. But just that little bit saved my life. If you're a free to play player, at this point, I would probably still have like a 95% crew from when I got this tank. Because it's only been a few days. So I would still only have maybe 95%. So that means my brother in arms would not even be there. I would have died in that situation. Simple. Like, I wouldn't have had a fast enough reload and I would have died. Game over. I would have been back in the garage. It's over. Right? That's one problem about it. Okay. Now let's talk about credits. Credits is your in-game currency in this world of tanks. This is how you get tanks, get consumables, equipment, everything. You need credits. Now, the best way to earn credits is through tier 8 premium tanks because they earn the most credits throughout any of the tanks in the game. And of course, to get tier 8 premium tanks, you either one need to buy the tank with real money, which is what I did. I bought two of them because it's good to have like a 1 and then a 2 for a cycle. If one's in a battle, you can just switch to another one and constantly you're circulating credits, right? That's it. Now, in this case, if you don't have those tier 8 premium tanks, like I said, you can get them through buying them. You can get them through these mission marathon, basically, which is almost, unless you spend about, if you know life the game for about a week, for however long the mission marathon is, hey, you may have a chance if you're a good player. If you're a good player. Because this doesn't even account if you're new to the game. There's no way you getting through an entire mission marathon. I haven't even done a mission marathon because I don't have the time to do it. It's simple as that. I do not have the time to spend 60, 40 hours on this game. It's a short amount of time just for one tank. Like, unfortunately, I don't have the time for that. If you do have the time for that, hey man, I think this game will be great for you because you will get all the tier 8s. Well, not all of them, but you'll get some new tanks as they come out. If you can dedicate hours and hours and hours a day to playing this game when it's mission marathon time. Another thing would be premium consumables. Uh, so premium consumables, as you can see, the 4, 5, and 6 down here by my shells. You can have premium consumables, which will basically like increase the performance of your crew, which will make your tank better, make your reload shorter, so forth and so on. I don't use premium consumables because I may not be a complete free to play, but even with that being said, I don't have the credits to constantly be doing that at all. I mean, it's as simple as that. But if you use premium consumables, like for the pay to win players who are constantly doing that, ooh, look at that ammo rack by my platoon mate. Big shout out to him. Um, this game is a wash. We did great. So there's that, right? Um, but to be honest, I think I think this is going to be a two-part video. I think this is going to be a two-part video because this is a lot to cover. And even in just this video, I cover premium consumables, credits, just crew, just simple things, right? That doesn't even get you into the nitty-gritty of how things work in World of Tanks, right? So, anyways, as I was saying, I'm going to just leave it here on the victory screen and just talk. But here we go, right? So, premium consumables, your tank is a percent better than somebody else's, right? Say it's a free to play. So, you have better view range, better rate of fire, better traverse speeds or how your tank turns and whatnot than, say, the free to play. Well, Let me put this in perspective, right? If I was a light tank and I plan to go out here and spot, well, how would I spot anything if, say, another tank, which had premium consumables and premium equipment or bond equipment, don't get me started on bond equipment, I'll talk about that next. When they will get to their position faster, more effectively than you. By the time you get there, they will spot you and you will be dead. You will be dead. It's as simple as that. It's happened to me plenty of times. Anytime when I got a tier 8 premium tanks called the HWK 30. So when I first got it, obviously I ain't have no crew, no nothing. And literally I would try to spot for my team and I would just instantly die. Instantly die. Because there was no point because I get outspotted by the other team's light tank. I don't, at the time, it's just instant death because I can't even react fast enough because it's like I'm almost going blind when you don't have any crew skills. And I remember, you know, and now there is things now where you can buy like a temporary crew skill, which would be like 6 cents or something like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all because yet again, guess what you need to spend to get the premium or to get the crew skill? Credits. Well, if you're a free to play player, how can you afford that? And you struggling just to afford things like basic necessities on your tank, like equipment. You see where this is going? So priorities is definitely everywhere. And everybody, I'll say a lot of tankers in these games, a lot of other players, they expect you to be like the best person ever. Uh, but a lot of times, what a lot of people fail to realize is that there's such a big gap between pay to win and free to play. I feel bad for free to play players. Like I don't, unfortunately, I do not recommend this game if you do not plan to spend say $10, $15 on this game. You don't need to spend too much on this game to get started. You really don't. But if you plan to just play it, raw so to speak, nah, man, don't touch this game. I'm sorry. There are other games out there where you would enjoy a whole lot better than this because you will get absolutely obliterated. I played about 2,500 games so far in World of Tanks. There's people out there that's played 100,000, 100,000, 80,000, so forth and so on. I mean, a lot of the players now they play. A majority of them have about 50,000 plus games, and you really think you're going to just step into a game with them, and you think you're going to outplay them, or you're going to outspot them, and they have 50,000 more games over you? Like, no, bro, no, finito, bro. You're done. You will spend a lot of your time in the garage. Simple as that. So that is that. That is the gist of a simple rundown about World of Tanks. Is it worth playing? Right. There's a lot more things I can get into. If you want to see a second video about like the other half of stuff, because there's a lot of things to really break down about this game and worth or not worth. So the final verdict is that yes and no. If you're free to play, hell no. Stay far, far away from this game. Don't touch it. Don't download it. Don't even waste your time. But if you're interested in this game and you're like, oh, okay, well, I can afford to spend $20, then you know what? You have a chance. But just know it's going to be a rough beginnings, right? I'm struggling now just to recover my win ratio from the L's I took when I first started this game. But that's just how it is. It's growing pains, it's learning. This game is very rewarding in the sense of you're getting better. Because a game like this, it was a 95 percentile. I have yet to get an ace tanker. I've been close on many occasions, but you know what they say, so close but so far away. So I'm almost there. But I've got a 95 percentile a few times with the Bat Chat, because more consistently now. So the next stepping stone for me is definitely going to be that Ace Tanker, which I haven't had yet. So yes, playing this game, you feel the rewards of getting better tanks, learning the maps and learning how people play. It's very rewarding in that sense, because I promise you, when you get to a point, you're like, oh man, and you just outplay people and say you carry a game. I mean, the feeling is, it is a beautiful feeling. Simple as that, right? But yet again, if you want to play this game and you don't have money, do not play this game. Don't do it to yourself, man. You will not be as competitive as everybody else unless you just have a God-given gift for this game, right? Now you could, but I wouldn't recommend it, right? So that's it for the day for me. Like I said, if you want to see another video, guys, let me know down below. I'll dig deeper into the water tanks greed, so to speak. And also, there are many highlights that I left out, but there's also many downfalls which I left out as well. So if you want to see another video, just let me know. I'll make it. I'll drop it. But that's all I have for today. So it's your boy Phoenix 2 Free, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're looking forward to seeing more videos like this going forward as I start getting those Ace Tankers, you feel me? Because I will be dropping those videos, best believe. So, yeah, man. It's your boy Phoenix 2 Free, man. We out.
We gotta keep it together. Me and Brody stand up in the well. Start this money, we gon' get chowder. Yeah, we gotta keep it together. Love